Alright, next up we have a Honda HRN216. It's in for general service, but the customer does not want a new air filter. He said he's going to change it himself, which is perfectly fine. First thing I want to do is clean this thing up a little bit. Yeah. Get her cleaned up, huh? Alright, now we got her nice and cleaned up. That water too, by the way. Yeah, that doesn't come cheap, you know. That's not you don't just get that. So first thing I'm going to do is check to see if the crankshaft is bent on this. Now let's show you how to do that. First thing we're going to do is get this spark plug boot off. Tuck it away on the side, maybe up over here so it doesn't connect. And take the air filter out. It doesn't look too extremely bad. Set that off to the side. Then we're gonna grab this guy right here. Just like that. Turn it right over on the side. Oil side down. Gas is off. Check out the blades too while we're down here. Seems to move nice and freely. Need to be sharpened. And we have a whole lot of stuff here on the old drive shaft and the gearbox. So we're gonna get all that off, clean all this out. But let's see. Here. Crankshaft looks nice. So now I know the crankshaft's not bent. Looks in relatively good shape. Blades need sharpening. Let's go ahead and move forward with the general service. Oh yeah. Up we. Now we're ready. First thing we're gonna do, let's go ahead and get the oil out. Sorry, Dan, I know you don't like oil buckets like that, but it's just about the best thing for this. This is just a 5-gallon bucket, pretty much cut in half there. Set that guy off to the side. And we're just gonna tip it right on over, nice and easy. Just like that, get that oil draining out. Now as she's draining out, got our handy dandy drill. Easy peasy. Clean these up a bit. Definitely in need of a sharpening. They are really dull. Couldn't even cut butter with that. Let's go get these sharpened up. Let's go ahead and get these guys sharpened up. There we go. Alright, once we got both sides roughly sharp, gonna balance her out here. See how good I did. Look at that. Perfectly balanced. That's how you do that. Right there. Now we're just gonna lightly run this on the back of there. And that is razor sharp. Do the next one. Let's get it. Okay, I'm moving a bit there. A little bit of movement there, so this time we're gonna really turn it on. Yeah, I did. That the twofer? That's the twofer. What can I say? That's how we roll. Razor sharp. Ready to go back on. Alright, now that we got these guys nice and razor sharp, they're gonna go right back on. Always thin one up top, feathered one on the bottom. I like to get one started, have the other one right there ready. Very slowly. There we go. Those are back on and ready. Let's see how our oil. Ooh. That's not a whole lot of oil that was in there. That's not good. But it was turning over just fine. The motor wasn't seized up. So let's get some good oil in there. So for our oil, using 10W30, this is TY26669. And we're gonna fill it up with this. Get some nice fresh oil going in there. How far can I get it? I got pretty far out there, I must say. That was pretty good. So let's test the oil level. It even says right here, don't screw it in. You can see the thread that's out of the threads, and it needs to be up at that line without it screwed in. So just straight in, not screwed in, and back out. You can see we're halfway there. So we're gonna go ahead and keep adding some more. Now that we got a little bit more in there, same thing, same test, straight in, out, and we are almost at the line. I'm gonna give it just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And that should be just about perfect. Let's have a gander. Straight in, back out. Boom, right at the line. So that's now good to go. We're filled up on oil. I'm gonna get a spark plug. Remember, he said he doesn't want the air filter. He'll change it himself. Get a spark plug in it, and then we're gonna fire her up. See how she's looking. See how she's feeling. So we've got the spark plug BPR5ES. It's the spark plug we use for these Hondas here. Get that in there. That's right. Right in there. We're gonna go ahead and put that guy right up in there. Hand tighten it. Just like that. Make sure we're on. Nice and snug. Perfect. Now, the air filter we're not going to change. He said he's going to do it on his own. I hope you can see that part number. 17211-Z8B-901. That's your Honda air filter we're going to use. I would replace. So, we're ready to get her down. Down, Baba. Good boy. Got it down out here. Gas on. Spark plug boots on. We're gonna try her out. See how she runs. Nothing. Sounds pretty good, but our drive has to travel kind of far before it takes off. I'm gonna adjust the drive. We'll go ahead and stop that so I can adjust the drive. Adjusting the drive takes two 10mm wrenches. Just loosen up the lock nut. Gonna spin her just a few times here. Hold her in place. Tighten that down. Give it a try. Perfect. Look, you can see there's no shake. There is if I touch it. That's from the blades being so perfectly leveled. Sounds good. And that's a general service on a Honda. We're on to the next one.